Data collection is the systematic process of gathering measurements or observations. Data collection enables you to acquire first-hand knowledge and original insights into your research problem. It is important to keep in mind that you cannot start collecting your data until after you have received site permissions and IRB approval. Once you have these approvals and before you start collecting your data, it is essential to consider the following aspects: the aim of the research, the type of data to be collected, the methods and procedures for collecting, storing, and processing the data. To collect high-quality data that is pertinent to your objectives, follow these 4 steps. Step 1. Define the aim of your research. Before you start your data collection, it is crucial to identify your specific objectives. Begin by formulating a problem statement that addresses the educational leadership or innovation issue you intend to investigate and its significance. Subsequently, develop 1 or more research questions that precisely delineate your inquiry. Depending on your research questions, you may need to collect either quantitative or qualitative data. Quantitative data is expressed using numbers and is analyzed using statistical methods. Qualitative data is expressed in textual form and analyzed through interpretative and categorization techniques. Quantitative data collection is best for testing hypotheses, precise measurement, or gathering broad statistics. Qualitative methods suit exploring ideas or understanding experiences in depth. For diverse research goals, combine both with a mixed methods approach. Step 2. Choose your data collection method. Based on the data you intend to collect, select the most appropriate method for your research. The following methods are commonly used. Experimental research, which is primarily a quantitative approach. Interviews, focus groups, and ethnographies is a qualitative approach. Surveys, observations, archival research, and secondary data collection can be both qualitative or quantitative. Carefully consider which method will best facilitate the collection of data that directly addresses your research questions. Step 3. Plan your data collection procedures. Once you have selected your data collection method, plan the specific procedures for implementation. This involves determining how you will accurately observe or measure the variables of interest. For example, if conducting surveys or interviews, decide on the question format. If conducting an experiment, establish the experimental design, including inclusion and exclusion criteria. Operationalization involves translating abstract conceptual ideas into measurable observations. This process requires defining the conceptual variables and determining how they will be measured. For instance, if you aim to measure managerial leadership in an educational setting, you might operationalize this concept by asking school managers to rate their leadership skills on specific scales and by obtaining anonymous feedback from their direct employees. Develop a sampling plan to systematically obtain data. This involves defining the population of interest and selecting a sample from which data will be collected. Consider factors such as sample size, accessibility, and data collection timeframe when choosing a sampling method. Standardized procedures enhance data reliability and facilitate future replication of the study. Prior to data collection, establish a plan for organizing and storing data. This includes anonymizing and safeguarding sensitive information, performing systematic data entry, and implementing an organizational system with regular backups to prevent data loss. Step 4. Collect the data. Now that you have selected your chosen method to measure or observe the variables of interest, it is time to collect the data. For example, to collect data on managerial perceptions in a school, college, or university, you might administer a survey with both closed and open-ended questions to a sample of employees. Closed-ended questions yield numerical data for statistical analysis, while open-ended questions provide qualitative data for content analysis. To ensure high-quality data collection, adhere to best practices such as recording all relevant information promptly, double-checking manual data entry for errors, and assessing the reliability and validity of quantitative data. By following these steps, you can systematically collect data that is both relevant and reliable for your research objectives. Thanks for watching. Remember, secure IRB and site permission first. Define clear aims and questions, choose methods that fit, plan and standardize your procedures with a solid data management plan, and collect carefully with reliability and validity in mind.